Fan TV, before I ask you about the game, I've got to take you up. You're just telling me you don't like the Dennis Bergkamp statue.
Don't know what you're talking about. Never said that. No, listen, all I'm saying is that, like, if you look at Tony Adams' statue, that's his most iconic moment in an Arsenal shirt. It's 4-0 against Everton, just sealed the title. He's just scored a half volley put through by Bold. It's up for grabs now. We all remember that perfectly. The Henry one, that 60-yard burst against Tottenham where he's dummied that shot, taking that little extra touch-up you'll remember, and then smashed it in bottom corner left-footed, run all the way back up the pitch and then slid on his knees and celebrated. That, again, like, hugely iconic. And I just think that with Bergkamp there were more...
That's iconic.
But it was a great bit of control, but it's a bit of control.
No, but listen, that's what summed him up.
I know what you're saying.
Like he said at half-time, the first touch.
Yeah, I know that. But you know that goal at Filbert Street against Leicester, that hat-trick, where he brought it down, he did that then. And then finished it off with that phenomenal goal, that one goal of the month, or goal of the season, I think it was. And, you know, I think that's maybe his most iconic moment. I understand that the goal against Newcastle is hard to convert into a statue because none of us would want Nikos Dabizas outside the Emirates. You know, you can't have him in there, and without him, it doesn't look as good. But I just think that, you know, there could have been something more iconic. But look, as I was saying to someone just now, it's not about the specifics. It's about the history. It's about what it actually represents. He's a legend of this club. And getting on to today, he inspired a 4-1 win. And
the goal by Rosicky today, as I've been saying to some other fans, he would have been proud of that. What a goal.
Oh, mate, that was just absolutely brilliant. You know, that's what we're always trying to do. And when it comes off, it's a thing of beauty. And that's why, you know, that's why we've got a reputation for playing amazing football and the best football in the league. That was just absolutely gorgeous. I remember after the Norwich goal that Wilshere scored, I must have watched that a few hundred times, just non-stop, and every time that goal was going, I was
what
like,
would you say, today's goal? Put those two goals again. Which one's better, the Wilshere one or the one today?
I can't, because until you watch it on TV, you don't understand the true beauty of it. You know, being at the stadium, you're here for the atmosphere. You don't actually get the best view of little details like that. But when you watch the Norwich goal on TV, then you thought, oh, you know, now I realise just how technically difficult that is and how beautiful it is. I'm
going to stick my neck out and say today's one's better. Because today's one, it was the speed at which they did it.
All right, well, if you're going to do that, I'm just going to argue with you because I like arguing with you. I will guess the other one because it was just like them 4 touches all took place in like the space of 2 seconds. It was ridiculous. And today's was amazing, but my guess is that one would be slightly better. But who cares? Look, if we're arguing about which one-touch phenomenal team goal is better, it's a brilliant argument.
Better to be arguing about that than a loss.
It's better to be arguing about, oh, you know, why are we 7th in the league? Why are we putting so many crosses in and all that sort of stuff? You know, better arguments to be had than that. So
listen, can we win this thing? Can we win this thing? I mean, we're coming here every week. There's been some downs, but it's been mainly ups.
Yeah.
Can this team kick on and win this league this season? It's all up for grabs, like you said.
It is. No, absolutely we can win the league. You know, I actually went and read the dictionary and checked the difference between can and will and just reasserted my belief that, yes, we can win the league. It's a possibility. So now I get sick of idiots saying that we can't win the league. Read the dictionary, you'll find out we can win the league. Will we win the league is a different matter. But, you know, Man City only won 1-0 at home today against Stoke. Chelsea very fortunate to win 1-0 at home against Everton. There are twists and turns left in this season. I've said that so many times. And today, you know, could have been more twists and turns. So of course we can win the league. We've just got to carry on doing what we're doing. And you know, today was a brilliant team performance. Thought it was really, really good, especially against the 2-0 against Bayern. We're quite disappointed and all that. Glad to see Giroud come in and respond really, really well. I hope that chapter that we all know about is just shut now. It's behind him and he can crack on and rediscover his early season form. And also, I'm surprised Ozil didn't play today. I thought he'd be on the bench. I didn't think he'd be out of the squad. In a way, I wanted us to bounce back and have this result with him in the team. Because, you know, when he doesn't even feature and we play this well, I just kind of feel like, I don't know what that does for him mentally. You know, I'd rather he was there. But, you know, who knows? Hopefully it will do him good and he'll be back with a bang. But just one thing I wanted to say to you, right? Just one thing that made me laugh. You know, after the Chelsea interview, or the Mourinho interview, when I kind of gave him a piece of my mind, one thing that's really made me laugh is that Chelsea fans seem to think I've got some real bearing on the title race. The only thing that they've come back to me on with that is that they keep on saying to me, oh yeah, your reaction, mate, you're a mug, because that's exactly what Mourinho wanted. now that you've reacted like that, he's getting what he wants. And I wasn't aware that Mourinho was playing mind games with me. If I knew that, I'd be doing press conferences all the time, ripping him about Lukaku, letting him go and stuff like that. I just found it hilarious. Justification at the expense of logic with these Chelsea fans is really made me laugh. Like every time someone comes up to me on Twitter and goes, "Oh, you're falling into his trap. Didn't know that trap was laid out for me, mate." Find it hilarious.